Ka Seinraij HS School Jowai haka kendai trik nok pra kala rakhe ya ke Diamond Jubilee ne jingdam ripo snem ka jingiaid lynti bat ka jingshakri jong ka school haka pule puthi nadu balaseng ya ka house snem khat kendai spa ripo saw. Hakani ka Syllad lang ka Joint Director of School Education and Literacy but in charge DSEO West Giant Hills District kong APCM kum ka kongsan ka District Mission Coordinator West Giant Hills District Jowai ka kong Lakyang kum ka sembut kongsan. Ka kong APCM ha ka jingkren kala perto ya ka jingiaid jingshakri jong ka neka school na ka bentaban kentiu ya ka pule puthi jong ki khana na jan bat na jengai. Habakren ay mensim ya kino hikai ka kongs iem kalaong, kalawe jong ka imlang sa lang ka district ka jela bat ka pateng bandang wan la pensyong nong rim lingba kino hikai ki ba penwandur bat saindur ya ka jing iem jong iwei pa iwei ki kena school. Kala pensluru ya ki kena school ban kit kya ha ki jing pule ki jong ki, kamtam ha kum kani ka juk jong ka jingale ka ba ka jingnang jingstad ne kata ka science and technology ka don kambha ya ki kena ban trishtom.
Teachers are a beacon of light. So you are the ones who will be shaping and molding the lives of the students in your institution. They will be what they will be based on your shaping, your molding them through your teachings in the institution. So as I've said, Jubilee is the time where we celebrate and rejoice. Jubilee is also a time for rejoicing, remembering everything that has gone back, remembering the past, and also celebrating and rejoicing in what is yet to come. We should have a vision, we should have a mission as to what is to be done from now onwards. What are your vision and what is your mission from now onwards? And I believe that as an institution, our vision, our mission will be quality education. And of course, as Principal Madam has said, the teachers have been, paid very less. They were not given the benefits that other teachers are getting. I'm sorry to say, on my part, I cannot do anything, but yes, your grievances will be put up, will be made heard to the higher authorities. And this is not a new thing. This issue has been talked about every now and then, and the government also is trying their level best to do something for the teachers. So let's hope and pray that the government will have some compassion on the deficit teachers and the deficit pattern teachers so that you will be able to gain some benefits by being a teacher. Of course, being a teacher is not an easy job, especially in these days. And my dear students, as students also, you have a very tough, you have a very competitive world where we all know that we are living in a time of science and technology. Your life at this time is so competitive. You have to compete with one another in order to be a better person, or to say a best person. So my dear students, you have to work hard, you have to study hard, especially listen carefully to what your teachers taught you in the classrooms. That is very, very important. And my dear teachers, I would also request you to kindly make the students understand the foundation and the basic concepts of education in whatever subject you are teaching, be it English, be it Khasi, be it maths, science, social science, whatever subject. Let your students understand the concept first. Because if the students do not understand the concept of the subject, they will find it very difficult in the later years.
1964.
Ka principal jong ka school ka kong womper lalu haba pensgau ya ka history jong ka school. Kala ong balas dang na ka ME section house nem kat kandai spa andri pusau. But house nem kat kandai spa nyopo las dang ya ka primary section. Ha shua ka ni layo ka jingkran priang na uma Mario Rembai headmaster UPS secretary Diamond Jubilee ki jingkran na secretary SMC Masi A Ram Kandia. But ki kentin kublay na ka kong E Sheila head teacher lower primary school. Hakani ka singla don lang ru kinong lambat nongkit kam ka Seinraij Jowai nadu presiden ma Hercules Toy general secretary ma Arwat ki Sumer pator Raymond Nartiang head teacher barim ma Rampaswet kinong hikai ki khna school ki dikhot SMC na lor ki wei ya kani ka singla penphu penphing da ki jingstad jingrwai bala shim bentar ki khna school ya kani ka jingle kemen Diamond Jubilee on penkut haka khatwei trik no pra.
For every student's community, teachers community and school community, I feel that we should set goals which are always achievable, practicable and meaningful. When we set these goals, we should also remember to accept whatever the consequences might happen, which will not have a negative impact on our mental health, emotional health and physical health as well. So therefore, to set these goals, we should understand first of all the potentiality, the capability and the caliber of a human being, so that whatever the consequences may be, we can still cope with it or we can still handle it. The last thing about setting goals is we need to understand the context that will help us to achieve the goals. As we celebrate this milestone, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work of the students, their dedication and perseverance. Your journey is not always easy, but through many challenges, you will be able to confront with these challenges. Remember that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. And you have to have a belief in yourself, your abilities, and your potentiality. You are capable of achieving greatness. Don't give up on your dreams, even when the journey gets tough. You have to keep pushing forward and know that every step that you take will bring you closer to the goals.
We really feel grateful to those members of Seinraij of those times who are taking the pain and leave no stone unturned to fulfill their vision to spread education among the people living in this area. So in the year 1964, they had started with ME section. Now we call it the upper primary section. And we are very grateful to God because we still have the founder member, Sir, I would say, Ma Rampaswet. He is a founder member and the head teacher at the time when they started the school in the year 1964. He is a retired inspector of school, Ma Rampaswet. So, with the efforts and the sacrifices made by those members of those days, I just feel that without their efforts, without their sacrifices, I would not have been here. Or I would say that my school will not have become as it is today. So the entire school community feel grateful to those members. And it is in the year 1970, our school started with a primary section, which we late Balan Lakian as its head teacher. It was during that period, ma'am, we don't have a school building, and the school was run at Lomprdi Yong Jowai. And only in the year 1969, when Wanewil Chalam donated generously a plot of land and a Sam-type building where Seinraij Jowai is now standing there at Lombardy. Then the school from Lombardy was shifted to that building. And after a few years, when we start our primary section, and in the year 1984, under the headmaster of my late Miet Singh Kandia, a school was upgraded to high school. Now we call it a secondary section. So he was really a very daring, I would say, he really spared his time, his effort in contributing towards the development of our high school section, what is now, as I said, we call it a secondary section. So with this journey of our school, after 10 years, that is only on the 1st of January 1994, and during the time of our then MLA, local MLA, Dr. Syllad, our high school, that is the secondary section, was upgraded to deficit pattern. And just 2 years later, in 1996, we were given the full provisional recognitions by the Education Department, Government of Meghalaya. So we really feel proud for whatever contributions that have been made by these members, and at the same time by the MLA who had shared a burden with him to upgrade us to the pattern deficit. But ma'am, it is regretted to say that as the deficit pattern teachers, we are deprived of all our facilities. And ma'am, you are an administrator, you know well about that. I don't have to give it the full detail, because I just feel that if the newly selected secondary and higher secondary school could enjoy all these facilities, do we, as the pattern deficit, who was there for the last 30 years, have we no right to enjoy the same? So I just raise a grievances to you, ma'am. In spite of all these challenges, till today we still have one science teacher in the secondary level and one computer teacher in the same section who are still paid by the SMC. We are facing this problem, but with the help of the Education Committee of Seinraij Jowai, we still have been able to proceed with the higher secondary level, where 8 assistant lecturers had been appointed, and they had been paid with a meager amount within the capacity of the Seinraij, that is the school managing committee. So ma'am, I would say that the deficit pattern was there for the last 30 years. And just a brief history about this association. In 2010, after getting the pattern deficit in the year 1994, in 2010 again we submit one memorandum to the then education minister. And our association was lying in a deep slumber for 12 years, and it was only in 2022 we revived our association again. And in 2023, we will submit again the memorandum to the Honorable Minister, Education Minister. So let me not take your time much, ma'am. Just my humble request before your kind honor. If there is possibility from your side, can kindly extend your helping hand, ma'am, to do something from your part to help us make the government expedite our, I'll not say demand, to expedite our request, our need.
Yao Việt Nam